Hello and welcome to Gaming with The Sims. My name is Charles Sims. Tonight we're doing the second video in preparation of Gathering in the Greyhavens, which is the Preston Hobbit event, which is taking place at Harlequin's store in Preston on May the 5th and 6th. Today we're going to start looking at some of the army lists. We're going to look at the first six tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow night we'll look at the remaining army lists. Start off, we're going to just have a little look. I'm going to put a PDF of these up over the screen later. So we've got the result score sheets on one side with the army lists for everybody on the reverse. Hopefully to make it easy for people, but you will have to need to bring something to record your might will and fate. So as I said yesterday, the first game this weekend is Reconnoiter, and spot prize is for the first person to get their army leader off the edge of the board, of which they will win a Freddo. One feature game we will be talking about in tomorrow's episode is the one of Ed Bull and Chris Nicholson. This is probably going to be one of the favourites to hear about over the in game one. So let's start things off, and top of the list we've got Mark's army list. It's very common Uruk-hai army. We've got the general is an Uruk-hai captain with heavy armour and shield, good defence 7 leader there. He's got Frieden, Wolfbane on horse, and Varasku. Varasku is leading a full warband of 12 crossbows, so there is some stopping power there from shooting. He's got 12 berserkers, 1 banner, a couple of shieldsmen, and the rest with pikes. So it looks like he is going for the high defence, and he can stand and shoot quite effectively with the amount of crossbows he's got. But there is no shame in there, so no fury, which is quite interesting. But at this size of points, not really surprising with the hero selection he has taken. The second army list we're going to have a look at tonight is Rodney's. He's got a leader of Balin with Durin Sax, which is a strong leader. He's got Floy, a normal dwarf captain, and then Merlin and Dra. His army is about 30 dwarves, which is quite reasonable, and he's got mainly he's got some Khazar Guard, some Iron Guard, and then mainly some dwarf warriors with a couple of rangers thrown in there. He's got 7 bows, so not too brilliant on the shooting, and he is quite slow, so it might have a tricky first game there. Next we're looking at Ryan's list. This is a Corsair list with a bit of Mordor thrown in. Kick off with the leader of the army as a Corsair captain, leading 9 Corsairs Reavers. Be interesting if he's converted like the others with one sword in one hand and axes in the other to be able to choose which special attack he will use. His second warband is Knight of Umbar on Felbeast, not really as much of a shock with a Haradan Umbar army normally have these, leading 5 more Corsair Reavers with 3 Serpent Riders for a bit extra speed, which could come in useful with recon. Lastly, he has got a Shadow Lord leading some 12 orcs, all with spears, and he's filled up his remaining points with some shields on them as well. No shooting in this army, but Shadow Lord is a good defence against other people's shooting, so it will be interesting to see. Now we go on to Matthews. This is an army I do love, except for Warband 5, which it breaks part of the theme, let's say. So he's got Gandalf the Grey on horse as his general, leading some leading some Lake Town. He's got Alfred, the Councillor, leading more Lake Town, and then he's got one of the new characters which only got released in There and Back Again, and Forgefield have only just released her, leading some more Mirkwood. Warband 4, which is a nice little ally, like Battle of Five Armies. We've got Thranduil leading some Wood Elves. And then Warband 5, we've got Gabragan with some Wosies. Next, we've got David Reed's. To be honest, before I did the draw, I didn't know what many army lists were, and I thought, like most of them, leaving enough on this standard thing for 4 warbands were enough. That was the first one we've seen with like 5 warbands. I know one army we're going to look at tomorrow has only a single warband in it, so it's quite interesting. One warband versus quite a few. Might be good in recon because it's only 1 dice roll. Got a good chance of the army turning up. So, but digressing, David Reed's army list here. So we've got a nice Harad part. I'm always fond of a good Harad army. So we've got a Taskmaster as his general. Bit weak, but when you see his other heroes, you can see he wants to throw the others in and not risk losing wounds on them for the general kill. So he's got a Taskmaster as his leader, with 5 nice Watches of Karnal with bows. He's got 4 Abrakan Guard with him and a Serpent Guard with there for a nice little bit of poison spear there with fight 4. Second warband, Knight of Umbar on Felbeast, so this is second time this one has popped up. Leading another 5 Watches of Karnal with bow. As everybody knows, I've got a large Watcher of Karnal army, and it is one of my favourite models, and I will admit, slightly underpointed. But hey ho, you have to play with the rules you get. You've got a Haradra warrior with spear, another Serpent Guard, and more Abrakan Merchant Guards. Now he's allied in for his Warband 3. He's got the Shadow Lord on Felbeast. So this is second army where we've seen these 2 Ring Wraiths on Felbeasts together. So you can tell they're the most common 2, and going for the nice little power play. And the Shadow Lord's got 4 Orcs with spears, because he hasn't got many spears with the rest of the army. Then he's got 2 Warg Riders for a bit of speed, and then he's got a Spectre which might come in handy with a bit of moving around, especially with the Ring Wraiths with -1 courage, so it's easier for the Mirkwood to move around. Now we go on to Anuj's army. I sort of might have cursed when I saw this because I'd set it up for 4 warbands. By the time I checked this army list, I realised there's 7 warbands, and it didn't exactly. I had to change the format of the form, which I was trying to make standard for everybody's ease. He's done Elladen and Elrahir as the general, and they're leading a High Elf banner with a shield. Then he's gone into his Shire army. So we're going to have a lot of hobbits here. This is the largest army with at 60 models. This outnumbers the Lake Town army of 46 models. So you can see even at 650 points, and he's even under points, that he's got 60 models here. So this is going to be, he hopes he won't get Ed Ball in the Contest of Champions, when you can imagine it'll go quickly to Ed's favour in that one if he plays him then. So Warband 2, he's got Merry on Pony and Shield, and then he's leading 12 militias which got upgraded to Brandybucks, battling Brandybucks. Then he's got Warband 3, Sam on Pony, leading another 12 Brandybucks. Warband 4 is Pippin on Pony, leading 12 Hobbit Archers. Warband 5 is Lobelia. Warband 6, everybody's favourite, Fatty. Nice little cheap drop there. And then Warband 8, he's gone Gabragan and 9 Wosies to fill out his points. I'd say he's under points, but he's only 3 points under, so 60 models in 650 points, not bad going there. So that is the recap of the army list we've done so far. Stay tuned for tomorrow night, where we'll be going through another 8 army lists, and we'll look at the first match draw for Chris and Ed, and what tactics each of them might use in that final game. In that first game of the event. All right. Please share and subscribe, and hope to see you soon.